Hi, everybody. This is Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate with a quick update on this Thursday, October 30th, 2025. Right now, Hurricane Melissa, is a Category 2 hurricane that moved through the central Bahamas last night and is now on its way to Bermuda. Here's a closer look at the system along with the 5 o'clock numbers. Here's Bermuda right here. Melissa is accelerating northeastward. Conditions in Bermuda will rapidly deteriorate this evening as those tropical storm force winds approach. It's located at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time at 30.2 north, 69.7 west. Maximum sustained winds 105 miles per hour. That is a Category 2 hurricane, and it's about 325 miles west-southwest of Bermuda. Minimum central pressure, 967 millibars, and the movement to the northeast. Look at that, 31 miles per hour and accelerating. Conditions are going to go downhill pretty quick. Let's take a look at the forecast here. It is a Category 2 now, and it will remain a Category 2 for the next 12 hours. And that wind field is expanded somewhat as well. So that will brush by Bermuda. Fortunately, the core of the hurricane force winds will remain offshore of Bermuda. It looks like the Hurricane Center is forecasting it to become a Category 1 and then a tropical storm by Saturday evening. So that's in about 48 hours from now, and then becoming basically a post-tropical storm. It says tropical storm force winds, but likely post-tropical by Monday through the weekend. And that will be a hazard to mariners, but not to land anymore. Here's GeoCollaborate, and you can see the forecast cone. It's so thin because the confidence is very high in this forecast that the center of the storm is going to be moving this way. And you can see Bermuda right here, which is under a hurricane warning. Some of the other information I have displayed here, you can see there's N42RF, that's Kermit, just about to land there in Lakeland, Florida. It did this mission into the hurricane earlier today, and now it's returning from that mission. Boy, they are real heroes. They didn't feel as much turbulence in their flight today as they did right before Melissa made landfall in Jamaica. Take a look at some of this video from the cockpit of N42 Kermit as the hurricane hunters were penetrating the center of Hurricane Melissa. This is pilot Megan Gaston, Dan Tyson, and David Keith. They are professionals going through a notable ride right through the core of Hurricane Melissa when they were recording more than 200 mile per hour winds. The other data set I have displayed in GeoCollaborate here is the probability of lightning strikes. So there is some lightning being detected by satellite, the Global Lightning Mapper, and this is a probability that additional lightning strikes will happen. And that is progressing to the north with the center of Melissa. So as this moves up towards Bermuda, there is a chance that you could see some lightning strikes as well. Hear some thunder, and it does look like those tropical storm force winds will pass over Bermuda. So there will be a period of several hours there where gusts could be anywhere between 39 and 73 miles per hour. Initial estimates of power outages on the island of Jamaica from the Jamaican Information Service surged from 240,000 customers to more than 500,000. This figure represents about 77% of the utility customers according to local government minister Desmond McKenzie. Here's what else we can do with NOAA polar orbiting satellite imagery. This first image is Jamaica on a normal evening when the lights and the entire island are powered. After Category 5 Hurricane Melissa hit the island, this is what happened to those lights. That's just incredible. With more than 77% of the nation out of power, this indicates significant damage to the electrical grid, especially central and western parishes, and left every parish with blocked roads and downed power lines. JPS has deployed crews and contractors to begin restoration efforts as weather conditions permit. It's very hot, it's very humid as well, with scattered showers and thunderstorms. However, the power company has warned that in the most severely damaged areas, a complete network rebuild will be required. We also looked at the impacts of all the rain on the Caribbean, and you can see in this before and after imagery from NOAA that there is tremendous runoff from the massive amount of rain that fell into the Caribbean. This is before Melissa hit, and this is after. Notice all the runoff in the southern part of the island as well. One tragic example in Black River, Jamaica. This is what the town looked like before Melissa made landfall. And here's what it looks like now. I spoke earlier today with one U.S. Army veteran that runs a nonprofit organization called Everything Life-Saving Foundation. Paul Herrera, the founder, was organizing flights into Jamaica to deliver supplies and extract Americans that need to come home but have no way of getting home. We hope to bring you some more details from Paul very soon. For the rest of Melissa's life, Bermuda is the only landmass in its path now, and it looks like Melissa will pass by to the west and northwest with its hurricane force winds, but it will impact the island with tropical storm force winds, some of which could gust close to hurricane force. Meanwhile, around the rest of the nation, we have a coastal storm that's moving up the east coast of the United States. It's really right here. You can see it. Strong showers and some thunderstorms move through the mid-Atlantic today with anywhere from 1 inch to 2.5 inches of rain falling in the mid-Atlantic area. It's cleared out now. It's pretty warm and humid with that strong southerly wind, but we are getting a lot of activity across the ocean. More homes fell into the Outer Banks, into the ocean from the Outer Banks of North Carolina because of the heavy wave action. And Maryland, Delaware, and New Jersey all have heavy surf advisories and coastal flood warnings in effect for the next 12 hours or so. Up towards New England, lots of heavy rain is moving up there with the potential for 1 inch to 2 inches of rain in some of these heavier bands. And this whole area is going to be moving up into New England tonight to give a pretty nasty night. The rest of the Atlantic looks clear with no tropical storms or hurricanes expected to develop over the next 7 days. Hurricane season officially ends on November 30th. Doesn't mean they have to stop at that time, but that's when we can all start to breathe a sigh of relief. That's it for this update. I'm Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. This has been for the All Hazards Consortium, the sensitive information sharing environment where we share information across platforms, keep everybody on the same page at the same time. We'll be looking at additional imagery and damage assessment photographs, bringing them to you as Jamaica looks to recover from the most intense hurricane to ever hit that island nation. Thanks so much for watching this update. We'll be back again tomorrow. We'll see you then.